I'm curious, since you've taught a lot of people, what's the biggest hump that new shooters, bump up against as they're learning?
Not being familiar with the controls on the gun. I feel like we could do such a better job restructuring formal training in law enforcement if we just put the shooters on the line with an empty gun for a couple of hours and we just worked on loading, malfunction clearances with dummy rounds. This is how you rack a slide. It's really hard to communicate more effective ways to do these things when you've got a line coach trying to talk over 30 other shooters and get a little bit of coaching in between. So you've got I think, anxiety of shooting the gun, and then you've got the task of trying to figure out how to competently and safely handle this thing while guns are going off around you. So I think the hardest thing is just to get people familiar with the controls on the gun that they're handling for the day. And once they're comfortable with that, then I feel like shooting's the easy part.
So would you say like the dry fire and dry practice manipulations would probably be the place to start with everybody?
Absolutely, yeah. In my Pistol 1 classes or my Rifle 1 classes, I spend the first probably 15 minutes, and that's short. The average adult attention span in a conversation or a class is 3 minutes. So spending 15 minutes talking about something is pretty short compared to other instructors, but you definitely lose attention span quickly. So the first thing we do in the classes is I say, I'm not even going to talk about the safety rules yet. You guys are going to watch me go over the parts of this gun. So I just very simply go over, this is the slide. This is what I mean when I say trigger guard. This is a trigger. This is a mag well. This is a magazine. Then I pass around a cartridge. This isn't called a bullet. There are 4 parts to this thing. These are the different parts. I want you guys to actually pay attention to how this goes in the magazine and think about the firing pin hitting the primer. So then you're not, I go from the very basic level of these guys probably don't even know how to put a round in the magazine forward or backward, so I feel like giving them a little bit of context of, this is how the gun goes bang, these are the parts. And then we'll do a little bit of familiarity, or I'll do a quiz. I'll point to a part and say, what's this? And then from there, we can do a safety brief. Because what good is a safety brief to a new shooter if I say, don't let the muzzle cover anything you're not willing to destroy, and they literally don't know what a muzzle is.